Hey guys, welcome to the channel, Portly Gentleman. My name is Bradley. It's great to have you. If this is your first time, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out and helps the channel grow. If you guys are a returning viewer, thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate it. I've been at this as of recording this for a little over a year, guys, and it means a lot. I've progressed a lot. Everything's progressed a lot. It's just awesome. All right, so I've actually got a pretty cool video in store today. I've got this pressure relief valve from Brewtools. It's going to be released very, very soon. The valve is of an extremely high quality. That's what you would expect. It's just basically, think of the pressure release, the kind of the plunger valve part is the style you'd have on a cording keg almost type poppet valve. I'm not sure what it's called exactly. Excuse me. Correct me in the comments, please. But basically, it's 34 millimeter tri-clamp, which is Brewtools standard tri-clamp size. So that is going to hook up with, say, a Brewtools T. You're going to need this T for what we're doing right now initially. So many of you may have an issue, sometimes I have issue, it's with getting your pump to prime when sparging. I'll usually do it manually. I'll hold the hose, open the valve before I connect it, and I'll hold the hose slightly higher than the Sparge water tank, and I'll kind of hold that hose up, and basically what's going to happen is I'll bring it down and let gravity fill it up, then I'll close the valve, put my thumb over it, scurry over to the side of my B80 and hook it up, and then hopefully I get a good prime. And that typically works for me. If I have my tank a little bit higher, that might be great, or my B80 a little bit lower, that might be great. But basically the guys, they've Brewtools, like I said, this new valve is going to be available very, very soon. I've got it for this video for testing purposes. So basically you'll pair this guy with the Brewtools T and a couple of tri-clamps. I kind of, you know, the T is not an inexpensive component. It's a nice piece of stainless. I understand why it's all welded up and beautiful. I wish there was a little bit more compact T, like a close T, I think would be great. Just help everything be a little more compact in design. Not that it's okay this so big, but personally I would like to see that. So basically, you'll need the pressure relief, you'll need 2 additional tri-clamps, as well as 2 additional gaskets because of these other 2 flanges, right? So you'll install that on your inlet. I put mine right on my valve. And then you'll hook the other end of the T up to your intake hose, and then you have the pressure relief on top. So you'll set your valves in the proper configuration to Sparge. And it's super simple. Open the valve on your hot liquor tank and just give this a tug. And as you tug this, take a second, a little bit of water is going to squirt out. You're going to be primed right up to your pump. In my instance, I have a second, just a regular one-way valve, if you will, to further control flow for other things I'm doing. Makes it nice so I can bypass, I can keep that closed too, or I can open it. So I have a little bit more control of that inline to the pump. I advise you guys consider it. For me, I've really come to like the setup. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's it. This piece is extremely useful in my brewery. I'm definitely very pleased with it. Like I said, I like to see a little bit closer T, but other than that, there isn't much bad here. This is only good. Then lastly, I also got, I have some ideas for these guys, are these cool silicone 90s, and I got a bunch. Like I said, I've got ideas. It's the Brewtools standard silicone, super robust. My old hoses I've had now have quite a few brews on them and still holding up fine. Yeah, they get kind of yellow. Not as shiny as stainless or quite as robust, but these things, I haven't had one blow yet or any issues. So if you guys are thinking about these, if you want to make some tight turns or just without having to have a ton of hose, or you want to tidy up your system and you're not running a full hard pipe system, which there's some downsides to a full hard pipe system with your Brewtools setup. Number one, like I said, these guys love to innovate. They're iterating and they're making new parts, or they're quietly changing things. They're making stuff better, which is awesome. I'll never fault anyone for doing that. So, you know, I don't have a fully hard plumb setup because there's stuff coming out down the road that that they've kind of hinted at and rumored about. There's other stuff that I'm sure they haven't shared with anyone yet. So you may not want to be fully locked into a hard kind of plumb scenario. Some of it's good, but not 100% hard pipe solution, in my opinion anyways. So these are super cool. It's a nice alternative to the other 90s that they sell, the stainless ones. These do have some play, so you can manipulate them slightly or do some cool stuff. You could trim them, you know, it's silicone, do whatever you want. It's really actually good. All right, everyone, thank you so much for staying to the end. I really appreciate it. All the comments and support means a ton to me. I love that we're all over the world and we're still sharing this hobby, and it's great. It's wonderful. So I'll be back real soon with another great video, I promise. Remember, this has been Bradley, and home brewing is good. I'll see you real soon.